On February 28th, the sky over Iran lit up with the sudden, violent arrival of Operation Epic Fury. This surprise U.S. Israeli airstrike bypassed typical military infrastructure to deliver a decapitation strike. Dozens of senior officials were killed, including the targeted assassination of Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei. The White House immediately defended the action. The official justification was direct. The United States was forced to act to defend American lives from an imminent threat. To achieve this, the Pentagon deployed massive naval power to neutralize specific, urgent targets: Iran's own naval forces, its ballistic missile silos, and an alleged near-term nuclear weapons program. On paper, Operation Epic Fury presents itself as a textbook case of preemptive defense, a swift strike to disarm a hostile, nuclear-ambitious state. But the story told to the public looks very different from the one told behind closed doors. In classified, private briefings on Capitol Hill, intelligence officials were pressed on the nature of this threat. Their answer contradicted the White House completely. There was zero hard evidence that Iran was planning an imminent attack. Without an immediate danger to neutralize, the numbers become difficult to justify. In a matter of days, this campaign has already cost the American taxpayer an estimated $5 billion. If the military wasn't actually preempting a verified and pending strike, the true motive for launching this campaign likely stems from factors outside the public security narrative. A stark gap separates the Pentagon's limited military claims from the broader political rhetoric urging the Iranian people to overthrow their government. This aligns with the strategy of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who publicly called for Iranians to cast off tyranny, rhetoric that matches the tactic of a leadership decapitation strike. Systematically dismantling leadership and proxy networks achieves a long-standing Israeli objective: a total restructuring of regional power dynamics, rather than a simple defense against an immediate U.S. threat. But historical attempts to force a hardened regime to collapse through aerial bombardment show a stunning record of failure. Dropping bombs typically hardens local resistance, rather than inspiring a smooth transition of power. Operation Epic Fury functioned as a high-stakes gamble to forcibly rewrite the Middle East's power structure overnight. Beyond regional control, a conflict of this scale carries immediate global economic ripple effects. This satellite image shows the Strait of Hormuz. Any war with Iran chokes off this narrow waterway, crippling the flow of Iranian oil to the global market. When that supply chain is disrupted, global energy markets panic. Oil prices instantly spike, financially rewarding allied oil producers like Saudi Arabia and the United States, while punishing global competitors who rely on cheap crude. Domestically, the war triggers a wag-the-dog scenario. This describes a political strategy where a leader launches a dramatic foreign conflict to hijack the news cycle, drown out domestic scandals, and rally a political base. Prioritizing domestic political distractions and allied oil economics over verified intelligence characterizes the campaign as a strategic choice rather than an unavoidable response. Any hopes of a clean, quick victory shattered almost immediately. Despite losing their top leadership, Iran's military apparatus survived and instantly launched retaliatory proxy attacks. Chaos is now spreading across the Gulf. U.S. embassies and regional bases are coming under direct drone and missile fire. We are seeing severe physical and economic damage playing out in real time. Global air travel is paralyzed, energy markets are volatile, and critical infrastructure is actively burning. The administration promised a swift preemptive defense. Instead, the action has triggered a chaotic, multi-front regional crisis with no clear off-ramp. Internationally, the diplomatic response has fractured. While many nations urge restraint, Argentine President Javier Milei has offered vocal support for the strikes. Argentina's stance is rooted in deep historical trauma: the devastating Iran-linked terror bombings of the Amia Jewish Community Center in Buenos Aires during the 1990s. However, traditional American allies in Europe and the UK are distancing themselves, openly fracturing over the administration's apparent violation of international law. Meanwhile, China and Russia are watching comfortably. They are positioned to benefit as the United States drains its resources and international goodwill in another Middle Eastern quagmire. Operation Epic Fury proves that tactical military success does not equal strategic control. When a war is built on political convenience rather than hard intelligence, it ensures a much more dangerous, unpredictable world.